what's up guys, Mr. Freecoiner coming back to you again today. I hope everybody is doing well and you're taking care of yourselves. Guys, before I get too far in here, I do want to say I am not a financial analyst. I am simply sharing my thoughts and opinions, so please don't take anything I say as advice. Okay, that being said, I want to thank you guys for all that you've done. You have, man, I really love the comments. You guys are amazing. I mean, honestly, I so appreciate everything that has happened in this last year. I'm coming up on a year. I think it's next month. Uh, I started it. Yeah, it was in June when I started this channel, and just where it has gotten to at this point. No, it's not anywhere near where a lot of channels get to in a year, but nonetheless, I am highly pleased with where I am right now. And it's all thanks to you guys who have taken the time to hit that subscribe button and like the videos. I actually have a really good rating on YouTube. So guys, I just cannot express enough how much I appreciate it. So just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, if you're watching the video, please hit that subscribe button. Stick around, hit the like button. It really helps. And hey, again, thank you. All right, so that being said, as we can see here, volumes haven't done a whole lot, which we're not really concerned about that. We have so much going on right now. The market is really, it's really kind of catching fire. We're kind of sitting here. The way I look at it is, we have all the wood we need, and we're pouring gasoline on it. We just need that one spark to set it all ablaze, and I think that spark is definitely regulation. So I'm telling you guys, once that happens, I really believe we're going to see some big things happen. Okay, so I do want to just go ahead and get started here. Ripple's XCurrent 4.0 goes live. 200 plus customers can now integrate XRP powered XRapid, which of course we did already talk about this, but this is so important right here. It is so important because of the capability that XCurrent 4.0 has. Man, I can't talk right now. Being able to use the multi-hop, all that stuff, it really opens up doors that don't have to be forced open, right? It doesn't require that Ripple now try to upsell their customers on or with XRapid. They can use XCurrent to utilize XRP. This is every time I think about that, it just kind of blows my mind, because this really took a lot of forethought and a lot of pre-planning to get this right. And I'm more than sure they already had this planned out. These guys are smart. You know, when you really game this out, I'm telling you, they actually took kind of a knock to implement this. Because why am I saying that? Because they could have chosen to upsell their customers on XRapid, right? Instead of doing that, where they could have made more money, and I'm sure banks and whatnot would have purchased it. But look, guys, Ripple has us in mind. I mean, also their own pockets, but they didn't have to go this route, because XCurrent is just allowing XRP to be used, right? They just enable that, which that helps us. It puts us closer to what we want, right? Without them having to do a whole lot of extra work and making more money. They could have made a lot more money upselling XRapid. So anyway, I was just going to go ahead and read this tweet here. XRP IPO, Joel Katz, can you please share with us the status of XCurrent 4.0? It's already live or waiting. Okay, he was just saying, yeah, 4.0 is live. All right, so just talking about that. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so this is a bit more important. Is this update mandatory for customers? Okay, are RNDT, whatever, GG, whatever his name is. So no, but having a mix of major versions, I'm assuming, can make features work inconsistently. It's like IPv4 and IPv6. They can interoperate, but until IPv6 takes over 100%, there will always be pain points for people who don't run both. As for people who don't, and also for people who do run both. So he's basically saying that, even though XCurrent is able to use XRP, it would be better if they go ahead and upgrade to X Rapid, but it is not absolutely necessary. So, and really, guys, that's not the reason why they're not upgrading. Banks and whatnot are not upgrading to XRapid. I think they would much rather go with XRapid because they know of the capabilities and also what it would help them with. There's something else, and we'll get to that. It says, all in, Ripple's community appreciated Schwartz's openness and transparency in responding to their questions. And the XCurrent 4.0 upgrade is a sure sign of continuous Ripple development and determination to push for XRP adoption. Guys, please just overlook me right now. I had a very long day, and like I said, I do talk on the phone all day, so my jaws are really, really kind of worn out. That probably sounded kind of bad, but yeah, I've just been talking a lot today. So, okay, let's move on. Will Ripple's clients switch from XCurrent to the XRP powered XRapid? Yes, but I'm going to show you here why. And this is absolutely, I am more than sure, this is the very reason why. And I've said this several times myself, but in this quote, well, I'll go ahead and read before the quote. Ripple's global head of banking, Marjan Delatine, recently revealed 10 out of 200 plus financial institutions that are RippleNet members that are now actively using XRP for payments. Back in December, she explained why banks in particular will take longer to make the switch from XCurrent to XRapid. And she says, just to make clear, no banking institution is using that because, and I'm sure this was a little while ago, because as you've probably heard about, the regulatory framework around the usage of digital assets is not very clear for banks, but payment service providers and some other financial institutions are less governed by these obligations. So this is the reason why we're seeing like other payment processors and whatnot going ahead and using XRP and XRapid, but again, as you said, the banks are going to take a little bit longer. They're just waiting for the regulations to get clear. That's it, guys. That is definitely what we're looking for. Without a doubt, that is what we're looking for. Regulations. Once that happens, I think we're golden. But we shall see. All right, so moving on, Ripple XRP unresponsive, lagging and consolidating above 30 cents. And guys, this again is due to the fact that the regulations are still languishing. I mean, we're waiting, we're just waiting for that clarity, right? I hate to kind of harp on that and pin everything on that, but it's, it is very true. I believe that that's the only thing that's holding us up. Now, please don't take it as I'm saying as soon as they come out, it's just going to hit the moon. Nobody knows that. No one can call that, but we can definitely call. Just look at what's happening. I mean, we get all this good news, all these different companies that are partnering with Ripple. There has to be something. I mean, it's not rocket science. I mean, kind of, you want it to be rocket science because we want to go to the moon, but all in all, it's pretty simple. There has to be something holding us back, especially with all of the good news and all the partnerships and all the stuff that's happening with Ripple. And but still XRP is not going anywhere. it has to be regulation. So again, again and again and again, regulation is what's holding it back. I truly, truly believe that. So if you are on the fence about whether you should sell or you're getting tired, I'm going to tell you this. I felt like a huge ass after I sold out. And, I sold Bitcoin early. I sold my XRP early. When the bull run really happened in 2017, I had very little to get rid of. And I'm telling you, I felt just like a huge ass when all those gains were there to be had, and I got impatient and just sold out. So don't do that to yourselves. If you're, I mean, just hold on. It's, believe me, right now is a lot easier. Dealing with this slowness is a lot easier than forever kicking yourself for missing the opportunity of a lifetime. This is the first time that you have the information that you have now, and you have so much to look back on. The historical data tells us it will happen. And with this being something that's totally unprecedented, with institutions involved, we got Wall Street, it's crazy. Anybody that would sell their XRP right now needs their head checked. It you are insane if you sell now. So don't let any FUD, none of that. Don't let it get you anxious and sell out. I mean, that's all I can say about that. You will hate yourself for years, and so will your family. Okay, moving on. Ripple CEO, Bank of England is our paid client. Again, I mean, more stuff is just being thrown out there. All of this, guys, right here, all of this good news, right? You would think, oh man, there's all this stuff coming out, but XRP's price is not going anywhere. Very true, guys. But just like FUD, see, when you have these two opposing types of news, right? You got your FUD and you got your basically your good news, your encouraging news, right? What it's doing, it's building a use case, right? It's building the case for the coin, for XRP, for Ripple, right? So people who are out there kind of sitting on the sideline, it's something for them to look at. So they can file it in their head and go, okay, well, more good news about Ripple, more good news about XRP. They're filing it in their head. They're not going to jump on anything right now because they're not seeing the price move. But it is just something else that is being put in the Rolodex. So when things really start to look good, they can reflect on this stuff, on all of this good news, and then FOMO in. That's basically what's going to happen, because anybody that's not invested in XRP right now will FOMO in later. That is without a doubt going to happen. Okay. And that FOMO is going to be huge because it's going to make the price. Now, again, these are my opinions, but I truly believe it's going to make the price of XRP spike extremely high, and then it will pull back. So you might, you definitely want to get together your exit strategy. I know myself, I have my points where I will sell a little bit at a time, and then also at certain points I'm going to sell a bit more just to make sure totally good. And I can, me and my wife and family, we can survive and be, not just survive, but also do well for the time that it takes for XRP to really hit those heights. Because I'm telling you now, I will keep my XRP no matter what. I'm never gonna sell out of XRP. Period. I'll sell everything else before, as far as selling out completely, before I would even touch my XRP. So that's just how I'm doing. I plan to do it. But anyway, this is just being built up, just building up that case for XRP when this FOMO starts to happen. And then here, this is more of this use case. This is more of the news that is basically setting the foundation for Ripple and XRP. This stuff right here tells us the world will be running on XRP. It's just more news that we need for what's about to come. And it is imminent, guys. It is imminent. I mean, we know right now there is only one thing that we're really waiting on at this point. It is so exciting. I can tell you, I don't know if you can hear to my voice, but I am highly excited because, I get to be a part of this. You guys get to be a part of this. This is history in the making. Where were you when all of this happened? Where were you when the 2017 bull run happened? You can ask pretty much anyone out there. They heard about when the price of Bitcoin and everything got really high. But you have to ask yourself, this time will be much better known. Where were you when it all went down? That's what people are going to ask you. Okay, so moving on. Shortly after Visa acquires Ripple's partner, UK competition regulators, CMA, speaks on the legitimacy of this acquisition. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, speaks on the legitimacy of this acquisition. Now, guys, to be honest with you, this is actually a bit of a FUD article. Okay, just looking at the title of it. Okay, because this, I mean, the way I look at it, I look at these articles and just kind of put myself in the position of someone who does not know anything about crypto. Period. And once I look at it like that, I allow the article to speak to me, and whether it's negative or positive. So, in my opinion, just reading it straight off the bat, it's a bit discouraging. Shortly after Visa acquires Ripple's partner, UK competition regulator CMA speaks on the legitimacy of this acquisition. So immediately you see that this is kind of a FUD article, and I'm going to show you something else, another part. And I always look for this, guys. This is just me. A while ago, one of Ripple's financial partners, Earthport, was acquired by Visa. Well, this was not a while ago, right? I mean, this in itself, it establishes what it does. It takes off the importance of this, of what happened here. This is huge. This is huge, but this diminishes the importance of this particular situation. So, things like this, it will affect people right now. And I kind of understand. I personally think I'm always kind of tying all this stuff together in a different way than a lot of people, tying the different companies and stuff together. I tie in what the overall intent is. So my idea about this is simply to cause people, to stave off people from buying in right now, and also to cause, those weak hands to go ahead and sell out. Because one thing that we're definitely going to have a problem with, without a doubt, is all of us who are invested, all of us retail investors, as soon as the price starts to spike, you're going to have a whole lot of people selling their XRP. This is going to cause a problem. I don't know exactly how it will affect it, but I'm telling you, if you're talking about millions of dollars being transferred out of these exchanges, it's gonna cause some issues. There's gonna be some bottlenecks. There's gonna be some problems as this goes down. But we'll have to see what happens. I think it is definitely a good problem to have on one hand, but if you're trying to cash out and it's just not happening for whatever reason, a money shortage or cash shortage, whatever, that's gonna kind of suck. So I think this may be kind of in the back of the minds of those who are wanting this type of fuddish type articles to be put out, and also, shaking people out of this market, because the manipulation with all the FUD and all that stuff, guys. I personally believe this is kind of a preparation for things to come. And again, my mind, I'm always thinking out, kind of out in front. What are we going to be looking to encounter as we move forward here? So, this is again, this is just how I look at pretty much any situation I come to. So, anyway, one last thing here. Possible signs Ripple XRP will top other cryptos. So, and it just goes over all the stuff that has been talked about. Latest signs of Ripple XRP growth and adoption. Recently, Ripple made some strong moves to create massive adoption for its digital asset, which will in turn increase utility. Some of these moves include developing and adding new features to the platform. These features will enable customers to have easy accessibility and experience on the platform. It has also attracted a lot of external interest in the form of partnership. Okay, so upgrading customers to XCurrent 4.0. That's one of them. Partnership with more banks and other mega companies. I mean, on and on and on, guys. We are at such an important point in time. I cannot stress to you guys how awesome it is to be here. I am very thankful to be a part of this, to be in the right state of mind, I guess I could say, or having the right information to be in this and be able to take advantage of what's actually happening. This is just, these are exciting times, guys. Okay, so that's it. That's all I had today. Thank you again for joining me, guys. If you have anything to say, please make sure you put a comment there. Tell me what you think. I really, really love reading the comments. I try to answer as many of the comments that I can. Of course, I can't get to all of them, but you guys know that definitely I appreciate it. Other than that, please, if you have not already done so, again, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also the like button, as well as the post notification button. Until next time, this has been Mr. Freecoiner. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.